Hi, I'm Jessica Wade with YWAIT Agency. Today, I'll show you how to turn your existing contact list into a revenue engine using your CRM's database reactivation workflows. This is perfect for Black Friday, but honestly, it works year round. So let's go. Now, you've been building a list from your swag store opt ins, website forms, paid ads, social, and in store signups. This contact have profiles, consents, and history. Translation: you have permission to reach out via SMS or text message, email, and invite them back in to buy again or for the first time. Our game plan here is to broadcast an offer to your opt in list. Use keyword reply, in this case, 25 off, to capture intent. Auto reply with the coupon and the store link. Send in the drip mode so deliverability stays clean and relies, it feels more human paced when we do a drip. Um, so let's dive in and take a look at what this automation looks like. You're going to want to make sure you go to automations and then you will want to click on Black Friday. Now, this is the database reactivation Black Friday. That's what I have it titled at, but you are able to rework this offers. In this particular case, though, we're referencing it as a Black Friday. Now, what you'll notice that's different with this automation is that there is no trigger. And that's because this is going to be something that we launch manually to a segment. And we'll get to that in a minute here. But let's take a look at what the automation does. So when you get in here, you're going to manually trigger and drip them in, and they're going to be sent an email. The email here is very simple. Happy holidays. We celebrate with a coupon for 25% off your entire swag store. If you want one, all you got to do is text the phrase 25 off to our marketing phone number. That should do it. Thanks. And then it's got the signature. Now, this you can edit right here in place. This is not a template email like the other ones. This is just a quick little message that's going out for this specific offer. Then it's going to wait less than a minute, tenth of a minute, and it's going to send a text message and says, "Hey, it's your name over at YWAIT. Just letting you know that we have a coupon holiday, a couple of coupon holidays for." Tongue twister there. That's not what it reads, but I'm saying it wrong. Just letting you know that we have a couple holiday coupons for 25% off our swag store. If you want one, reply 25% off. And that's it for this particular automation. Now, you're probably wondering why both email and text message. Well, email sets the stage and text message gets the reply. You want to keep the conversations in one channel. Now, that's this particular automation. So, how do we deliver on what this is telling us to do? The coupon and all of that fun stuff. So, we're going to come over here to the database reactivation Black Friday opt in automation. And let's take a look at what this says. This is based off of a trigger. So if anybody sends a text message with these specific words from the previous offer, the 25 off, it will automatically match that phrase and put it into an SMS channel. And this SMS channel is going to reply with that coupon. It's going to say, "Great, here's the link to the store. Just use the code holiday25 off and you'll be all set. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks." And then you have the link for the store. Now, the offer told them to reply 25 off, but the actual coupon code is holiday 25. And you do that because you want to make sure that they are not randomly putting in 25 off and it's going to be giving people the code without you capturing the data and analytics for it. It also helps you control that coupon a little bit more. So, what does that coupon look like? Now, we showed you in a previous module how you do a coupon, but let's pop over there. We'll show you one more time because repetition is key. Coupons live under payments, and then you're going to click on coupons. Now you'll see here we already have this coupon created. So I'm just going to view it to edit it. But if you needed to create it, you would click on create coupon. The coupon name is Holiday 25. It's also the coupon code. This is the specific code that they are going to be putting into their checkout store. Coupon type is percentage coupon, and you're going to put in 25%. You put in your start date and the start time. No end time because this is an open offer, but you do want to limit it to one per customer, and then you would hit save. Okay. From here, we want to talk about your smart list. Like, how do you know who opted in, and how do you create that mode to be able to target these particular individuals? So what you want to do is you want to come over here to contacts. And the really neat thing about this is that you can sort your contacts by specific fields. So you'd come over here to more filters, and let's say we want to do anybody that has a particular tag. So let's type in tag. And then the tag is, and these are all of the designated tags that we have associated. So let's say we want to pull up anybody that did a swag store checkout in the past, and we'll go ahead and hit apply. In this case, for demo purposes, there's only one client that pops up, me. But you would have a long list of individuals that have purchased Swag Store in the past, had that tag applied because they had made a purchase in the past. But this is the list that came up. So what we want to do is we want to save this as a smart list. So if you open up that search filter again, and at the very bottom, you'll see save as smart list. This is where we can title the list. So we can say swag store customers. Okay. And we will go ahead and hit save. Now you'll see you've got all your leads, and then you have this other list here that will add anybody in the future that gets that swag store checkout. Okay. Now let's say that we want to provide them this Black Friday offer. If there's multiple people in the list, you would select each one, or you can click this box up here to select them all. And then what you're going to want to do is you are going to want to look for the little play button here. It says add to automation. You'll go ahead and click on there. And then from here, you'll just title it. We can just do, I like to say, batch drop holiday offer. This is just for analytics to go back later to be able to review things. And then it's a workflow that we're initiating. And now we're going to search for that database reactivation Black Friday offer. Okay. And then from here, this is where you want to make sure you're protecting your leads, you're protecting your email and your campaign. You never want to send all at once if there are more than 3 to 4 people on your list. You want to send it as a drip mode. You can also send at a scheduled time, but if your list is really large, you're still going to want to do drip mode. Drip mode, basically, it explains here what each of these actions are. Please note the action will be performed over a period of time. You can track the progress in one bulk page. So it's going to push them out really fast if you do it all at once. If you do it at a scheduled time, you get to put in the date and the time there, or you can do it at drip mode. Now, the drip mode allows you to pick a date and a time. And in this case, we'll go ahead and just designate 2 minutes, 2 minutes from now. We'll click OK, and then we'll hit confirm. It's actually going to require us to go a little bit farther out because it can't be in the past. So hang on 1 second. Okay. So we choose a date and time. Apparently, it wants it a little bit farther out. Let's see here. There we go. Okay. So the 4th, and they want this to be 7. Perfect. Okay. Number of messages per batch. So if you have a very long list, I usually recommend like 25 at a time. And then you can choose to repeat this over periods of days. We're not repeating anything here. So we're just going to say 0.01, and we'll say minutes. So basically, we actually should probably do this a little bit further out. So let's just say every 5 minutes or 4 minutes, it's going to send out a batch of 25 from your list. And then you choose what day of the week you want it to send out. Now, typically, if your list is 100 to 400 people, over 4 to 5 minutes, it's going to send out 25 at a time over that period. So you don't typically need to worry about sending it on because you're sending it within the same day. If you have a very large list, and let's say you started on Friday and you don't want it going out over the weekend, then you could take off the weekends and it would resume on that Monday. You can also choose a time frame or a window of time that you want to do it. So make sure that you're only sending it between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. That's key for the text message component. You want to make sure you're not texting people at 3 o'clock in the morning. And then you'll just click on Add Automation. From here, it's going to say success, added to automation, one contact, it's in progress. You can check the progress or you can just dismiss it. Once it's actually sent, you'll be able to see the email and correspondence sent within here. It's not going to be there at this moment because we just started it and it's going for a specific time, but that's where you would be able to see when it goes out. And remember, why you're doing the drip is because it better increases your deliverability options. It basically helps with the volume and it keeps the pace at a human pace, basically, for the conversation. Okay. Now, let's take a look at the copy for those emails. We already briefly went over them for what that automation was going to look like. But just to show you one more time where you can make edits to that, you're going to go into your automation, your swag store, your Black Friday offer. And then this is where you can see that email and text message that will be going out. This is where you can edit it. Feel free to make it your voice, your words, your brand, and have that ready to go before you set that automation. Now, you only want to message contacts who consented. You also want to respect the D&D, which the nice thing about your CRM is that anybody that requested to be put on your do not contact list, it will automatically skip those in the system. They would not come up in your smart list. You also want to make sure that it has the reply stop, which for your initial campaigns with your CRM, we built that into the first outreach. This is not the first outreach for these clients, but you could add in a reply stop to opt out just to cover your basis on that element. And then you want to keep the frequency sane. Okay, start with monthly reactivations, adjust based on replies and opt out. Okay, you don't want to send it too much because then it's not going to mean anything. You don't want to send it too little because then you're missing out on opportunities. So that's the key, is that you want to make sure that you are sending it out appropriately. Okay, now it is important that you understand that this is a framework to push real revenue. Okay, you can change this offer though. The framework stays the same, but the offer can change. You can do class packs, you can do membership, tune ups, seasonal services, events, whatever matters most to your business. The infrastructure would stay the same, but you can change that offer. You would change the coupon, you would change what the email and SMS said, but in general, you can create this to be well beyond just the swag store. So you just built your database reactivation system that turns quiet lists into paying customers without manually chasing them. And you're ready to move on to your next module. Be sure to connect with YWAIT if you need any additional help to plug this into your account or brand it or schedule it. We do have a done for you option. So feel free to send a direct message. You also are able to utilize the chat feature here within your CRM where if you get stuck, you can review our database of knowledge articles. You can also chat with a live representative 24/7, no matter what time of day it is. So lots of help, lots of support. And you are now ready to move on to your next module. We are just about ready to wrap up your onboarding. So congratulations, keep going. You're almost there.